Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Norbert Bokori, your global family nutritionist. Today, I want to talk to you about the two major problems we face as Ghanaians and as human beings, which are ignorance and non appliance of knowledge. Ignorance and non appliance of knowledge. Many people know or have learned so many things, but they have not been able to apply or they have not been applying it. Many people are ignorant about so many things. Even people are ignorant in their own profession. And because of that ignorance, many people are not able to apply what they need to apply to be able to get the expected results that they need to get. For example, we have doctors who are educating people about their health, but they themselves they are sick. We have doctors who are telling or educating people not to drink, not to smoke, but they themselves they are drinking, they are smoking because they know the effect of all these things, which means they are ignorant in their own field or in their own profession, or they are not able to apply the knowledge that they have. And because of non-appliance of the knowledge, they will find themselves suffering. You see people who are nurses teaching people about their health, and they themselves they are sick, they are malnourished, they are having a lot of health conditions that they are struggling with. Why? Because they have not been applying what they have learned in their own profession, in their own field. You see nutritionists who are educating people to be healthy, to live a healthy life, while they themselves they are malnourished or their families are malnourished because they are not practicing what they are teaching the people or what they are educating the people. You see them, they are either overweight, that is overnutrition, or they are underweight, that is undernutrition, and many other chronic diseases like hypertension, diabetes, cancer, and many others. They are suffering from them, which should not be the case. And so it is an indication that we don't apply what we learn or the knowledge we have, or we are ignorant about those things. That is why we are suffering from those things. It is because when we are not able, people say that knowledge is power. Knowledge is never power until it is applied, which means that knowledge that is applied is power. If you have the knowledge and you don't apply it, there's no power. You don't have any power. That's why many people are having knowledge. So if you have the knowledge and you are not able to apply the knowledge, you don't have power. That knowledge is not powerful. Until you apply that knowledge, then it is power. And so you see many teachers who are having children who are dunderheads or who are not able to perform well in school. They are always busy teaching other people's children in school because they pay them money or salary at the end of the month. But they cannot sit down to teach their own children, and their own children are struggling in class. They are struggling academically. They are not able to perform well. You see many other professionals like bankers, accountants, who are handling big sums of money, but they themselves they are very poor. It means the knowledge they have, they are not applying it. They are not using it. And so it's not power. They are only using it where they are benefiting from or they think they earn salary for it, but not for their own good. And because of that, they are poor. So until knowledge that is applied, that will show that there is power in that knowledge, else that knowledge is never powerful. And so there's a need for us to be able to apply what we learn so as to be able to get the benefit of it. And because we are not able to apply that, that is why we are suffering from so many other things. Ghana has a lot of good policies that are banked up in books, in papers, which are not applied, which means we don't have power. Because if we apply those policies, it will free and liberate Ghanaians from many diseases, many poverty striking situations, and many other things. But because we don't apply them, then we are suffering on those other things. So you see many people, for example, many parents, when they get up in the morning and their children are going to school, they give these children biscuits, toffees. They prepare macaroni, indomie, and many other things for these children to carry to school, which are very poor diets or which has a lot of health implications on these children, degrading the immune system of the children, causing these children to fall sick frequently. And that is the knowledge they have. They think that is what they know or what they have seen somebody doing, and they think is the best. But they have not seek the true knowledge to be able to give their children the best of the meal they have or they need to be able to make them healthy and strong. So do you see they'll back these things or these foods with their children or into the bags of their children to carry to school, which they consume frequently, and it affects them. It degrades their immune system, it weakens their immune system, and makes these children fall sick frequently. I've been hearing people suffering or in complaining of catarrh or cold these days because the rain is about stopping and the weather is changing. And out of ignorance, we are suffering from these things. It is because these people are suffering from vitamin C deficiency or ascorbic acid deficiency. And many people who have idea or knowledge about this, they would rather go to the shop and go and buy the synthetic form of this vitamin, which is the supplement, and come and put in water to take. When we have the most potent and most nutritious, the most simplest form of vitamin C in uh, lemon or lime or tangerine or oranges, which are the citrus fruits. And that's why we need to be taking these things every day. And you will never suffer from cold or catarrh or whatever. But because of the level of knowledge they will have, they are applying it accordingly. And so we need to be able to get more knowledge into many things that concerns us to be able to develop our lives accordingly and also live a healthy and strong life and a long life as well. Many people, while they are suffering from all these things, the little knowledge that they have, they are not able to apply them. And some people too, when they begin to get money or begin to earn some amount of money, they begin to eat poorly, thinking that they are eating well. They will have a lot of food that are prepared from unhealthy source, unhealthily prepared, and they consume it wrongly. That should be the time that when you begin to make money, that's the time you are supposed to get in touch with specialists to be able to advise you well on your health so that you are able to eat well, you are able to live well, to be able to enjoy the money that you have. But many begin to eat poorly because they have seen other people who have money eating that way, and very soon, they begin suffering from terminal diseases, chronic diseases, and many other conditions that weakens them, and they are not able to enjoy that money much, and they have to pass on, or they have to struggle with their health or spend that money again to look for their health, which should not be the case. So our major problems are ignorance and non-appliance of knowledge. And we need to know very well that ignorance is not a demon. We cannot cast it out. Many people behave their way into situations where they want to pray their way out of it. You cannot pray your way out of situation you have behaved your way into. Some people, when they begin to suffer these conditions, they are always in church or in mosque praying all the time. When they raise prayer point, they are the ones that will shout the biggest amen or the loudest amen. It doesn't work. When you go and they preach to you, the preacher preach to you, and you are not able to apply what the preacher has preached to you, and you are shouting amen, amen. That amen doesn't make anything until you apply the knowledge that you have learned appropriately, so you'll be able to benefit from it. Let us begin to get knowledge so that we will be able to free ourselves from ignorance. Let us begin to apply the knowledge that we have so that we'll be able to benefit from that knowledge until we get ourselves out of ignorance through the appliance of the knowledge that we have. Then we'll continue to languish in these problems as people, as individuals, and as Ghanaians. Thank you. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and share with others. God bless you.